So Gabe Daniel here, joined alongside Griffin Barker. Griffin, how does it feel to be back in the hometown?
Oh, it's amazing. You know, family's coming out to the game today. I'm really excited to play in front of them.
And then obviously two games in one day, not the most ideal. What's the team doing to prepare for that?
I think we're going to get some good food in us, go out to Chicken Max, and then hopefully take a couple naps, play some cards. Who knows, something to pass the time, keep our legs underneath us.
And then last year we did play Dallas Baptist in Wichita. The game didn't go our way. What needs to be done differently heading into this game?
Well, if we remember right, last year we blew the lead late in the third period, so just hold on, get a lead early, and keep pushing throughout the whole game.
And then what are your three keys to the game for today?
Classic get pucks deep, work our game, and get the puck on net. I mean, this guy, he's big, he's tall, get it off his pads, get some rebounds going.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, thank you.
He scores! This game is over! Good morning and welcome from inside the Wichita Ice Center in the heart of downtown Wichita, Kansas. I'm Gabe Daniel, joined alongside Ryan Cartman, where the Jayhawks are taking on the Dallas Baptist Patriots for some early Friday morning action. As the Jayhawks coming into this one 7-5-0 on the year, looking to bounce back after an 8-2 loss to the Creighton Blue Jays last Saturday. As the Patriots come into this one 5-5-0-1 on the year. As we go ahead and introduce the starting lineup for the Jayhawks at center, it'll be number 16, Tyler Nelson, with Caleb Dusso and Riley Vitullo at his wing. It'll be Zach Schubert and Zach Roberts back at the blue line, as both teams just finishing up warm-ups here. Ryan, I'll go ahead and bring you in. What do the Jayhawks have to do heading into this game?
Well, Gabe, it's Tyler Nelson back in the lineup, of course. It's going to be the Tyler Nelson show. He's the best player on the ice, arguably probably the best player in match Central Division. We'll look at his stats. Tied 5th for points in the ACHA, tied 8th for goals in the ACHA, 6th for assists in the ACHA. Only thing that Dallas Baptist can do, Nelson has got himself in some penalty trouble this season. Watch for Dallas Baptist try to antagonize him any way possible to try to get him off the ice. Because if he's on the ice, he's a scary player to go against, Gabe.
And then looking at Dallas Baptist, one player that you do want to keep your eye on is going to be number 8, Jalen Mendez. He has 10 goals, 7 assists for 17 points in 11 games played. And Dallas Baptist has also played some of the similar opponents that KU has, where they've also played the Omaha Mavericks, and they've also played the Nebraska Cornhuskers. So that's going to be one thing you want to keep your eye on. But I think it's going to be just a matter of which team can wake up first. Obviously, Kansas got in decent time last night and stayed at the hotel right next door to the rink, so that made it a lot easier. But it's just early morning. Both teams haven't played a game this early in quite some time, so it's going to be one of those things. Which team can wake up first, and obviously which team can be more disciplined.
Early morning, right, Gabe? Your time clock is different. You're not used to playing this early. Dallas Baptist is also, too, on a 2-game losing streak right now, losing their 2 previous games at home against Missouri State. Lost their last game 11-5, so both teams coming off of bad losses, looking for a lot of revenge here are both these teams.
And it looks like we will get the anthem, so we'll go ahead and step aside for a minute. So it looks like in goal for the Patriots, it'll be number 30, Theodore Nelson. And then in goal for Kansas, it'll also be number 30, Mitch Miles.
Yeah, Gabe, when I'm looking at this game, I'm looking at this from a bigger context standpoint, too. You got a three-way tie right now at the top of Metro Central. You got three teams split 19 points, Creighton, KU, and UNO. Of course, KU holds a tiebreaker over UNO with 2 wins. Creighton and KU obviously split their series last weekend, so you got even match right there. That's going to depend on a lot of things. So big game standings-wise, Gabe.
And I see 2 referees I recognize, so this is a little bit of a homecoming for both Griffin Barker and myself, as we both grew up in the Wichita area. I see Tony Rees, one of the officials for today, and then Corey Whitfield, one of the linesmen. But the faceoff is won back over to Zach Schubert, and right away the Jayhawks will get to work, but it's going to be number 19, Cole Kettlewell, providing some pressure early on. As it's Logan McKenzie in the corner, pass it to the slot, and it's going to be skated out by Riley Vitullo. He'll get a pass over onto the left side by Nelson. Nelson to Vitullo in the slot, and it's pushed to the corner, and it'll be Nelson on it again. He finds it to Vitullo. Vitullo in the corner. Off the boards, gets it to Nelson right below the goal line, and it's going to be held in by Roberts. His shot blockered away there by Nelson. The Jayhawks already with 2 shots here early on.
Yeah, so far, very aggressive forecheck for the Jayhawks. Looking very good, as seems like Dallas Baptist doesn't agree with that icing call there.
And it looks like they'll get their way, so faceoff's not going to go all the way back at the under end. So stoppage coming with 19:20 left to go here in the first period, so just about 40 seconds into this one. So an early line change for both sides. It looks like Barrett won the draw back over to number 24, Derek Brayton. As Breyer dumped it in. Patriots skated out, as on the right side that was Fabian Perez who wrapped it around the boards. As it'll be skated out by Brett Siddons. Siddons had a great weekend against the Blue Jays, scoring both the game-tying and the game-winning goal in that Friday night game. As he lost control, it's dumped in. It'll be picked up by Luke Nessa. Now Nessa from behind his own net, pass is intercepted there by the Patriots. A shot up front by Beckett, turned aside by Miles, and will be skated out of the zone by Siddons as he gets it over to Feeney. Feeney on the right side tries to throw it on net. Sent to the corner, and it'll be Breyer trying to wrap it around. Siddons up front to Feeney. He scores!
Yeah, great goal there by John Feeney. 2 defenders on him right there, able to squeeze it through the goalie Theodore there. Again, like I said earlier, great forechecking so far by the Jayhawks, keeping pressure on that Patriots defense, and that's what happens. Big first goal there for KU. Revenge game for KU, of course, from what happened last year.
So the faceoff looks like it was sent over to Zadakis, and he quickly gets a backhand pass up to Gerber. All alone, shooting one, turned aside by Nelson, and he tries to pass it on to the doorstep to Zadakis, but it's poked away. Now it's going to be the Patriots skating it out on the left side before Gerber poked it away. Now he has it. It's the headman pass intended for Zadakis, and an icing call on the Jayhawks this time.
Yeah, Gabe, that icing call was very close there. I couldn't tell if Zadakis might have just missed it, but looks like the Jayhawks are just a faster team right now, Gabe. No other way to put it. Jayhawks just seem faster. They seem more ready to play right now, but again, definitely don't count the Patriots, though. Good team as well.
So another face-off win over to Jack Gerber. He's going to turn on the Jets. He's quickly poked off the puck, but Friedhoff able to pick it up in another offsides on the Jayhawks. This time it comes with 17:53 left to go. So Gerber, right off the face-off again. He's pressured out of the zone, as it's Van Heerden trying to backhand it the other way. A great stick lift by Zadakis interrupted that as Walsh tries a headman pass up to Gerber. He's unable to catch it, and it's back over to Jalen Mendez as he's going to curl around his own net. Mendez off the boards, trying to find it over to Canavan, but it's Walsh trying to backhand it in the other way. Picked up by number 7, that's Logan McKenzie. Looked like he was poked off by Griffin Barker, and it's going to be Paul Carney racing after it. And that's going to get called. As it's up over to Barker. Barker dumped it in. Under the goal line, Barker wraps it around, getting it over to Carney. Carney trying to shoot one on. It's going to be touched by Dallas Baptist, and the penalty will be called.
Might be getting a legal hit from behind call here, probably.
Yep. So, hitting from behind, the signal from Tony Rees.
Yeah, the Jayhawk player there, couldn't make out who it was, but clearly had his numbers facing away from the boards, and that's just a blatant penalty call there. Nothing easier to call there for the refs.
So Cole Kettlewell will head off for 2 minutes for his hit on Paul Carney. But the Patriots get it out on the left side. It's Beckett. He's poked off the puck, and now Tyler Nelson, the leading scorer, will have it. So he sent it back over to Dusso. Dusso got it up to Vitullo, who dropped it back over to Nelson. Now Nelson through center. At the right side, he throws one on net, blockered away there by Nelson. Sent to Vitullo in the deep slot. He'll pass it over to Dusso, who got it to Siddons. Dusso again to Siddons. Now Siddons at the face-off dot. He's going to walk it in. He's going to try to find someone to tip it in at the back door, but couldn't get it to go. So Vitullo picks it up at the hash marks. Settles it for Dusso. Now Dusso up to Nelson in the slot on the back door. Couldn't connect with Nelson. Siddons now in the corner. Backhand pass over to Tyler Nelson. Across to Dusso. His one-time shot. It hit the crossbar. Still loose in the crease. And the Patriots able to clear it out. And it'll come all the way back. And Mitch Miles now behind the goal line, settling it down.
Good opportunities there for the Jayhawks, moving the puck around really nicely, keeping the Patriots penalty kill on their heels. Got about not too much time left on this power play. So
Dusso's going to carry it in under the goal line. On his backhand, trying to find Medina. That's broken up. And it'll be number 3, Mitchell DeShazer, dumping it down. Miles left it for Roberts. And Roberts is going to turn on the Jets. He'll skate it through center before wrapping it around the boards. It's going to make its way over to Feeney. Feeney let it go to Walsh. So Walsh looked like he dumped it in, as that's back behind the net. And it's going to be poked out of the zone by Mendez. On the left side, across to number 13. He's poked off the puck there. As it finds its way over to Feeney in the corner. Feeney's headman pass held into the zone by number 12, Xavier Juarez. So Walsh trying to get it out of the zone again. Try to get it up to Friedhoff. That goes a little too far, so it'll be picked up there by number 19, Cole Kettlewell. So Medina button hooks around at the hash marks on the left side. Try to make a toe drag move, but he's going to be pressured off. Now Walsh chopped it away. Picked up by Mendez. And Mendez will skate it through center as he enters the zone on the left side. At the hash marks, he tries a shot, kicked away by Miles. It's going to be Nelson now. In the corner, Nelson with it. Bank pass up to Vitullo. Vitullo fanned on it, got it to Dusso. And an offsides call on the Jayhawks. It just looked like Tyler Nelson was one step ahead of the play. So the face-off will take place right in front of the Dallas bench. With 13:52 left to go, the Jayhawks still leading this one, 1-0. So another Patriot face-off win. This time it goes back over to Brayton. As it's dumped in right into the netting by Nessa.
Yeah, trying to see right now how Dallas is going to play this first line for Tyler Nelson. Looks like it's going to be Sean Barrett. Barrett line out there. Barrett, pretty good on your big assist guy for the Patriots.
So the headman pass intended for Beckett, sent the other way. Vitullo on the left side in the corner. As Nelson has it, trying to drag around, trying to shot on net, and it's Theodore Nelson making the save there.
Again, good net front presence by the Jayhawks right now. We've got a couple good screens on the Patriots through these first 6.5 minutes of play. So being able to move their defenders out of the way and get Theodore trying to get him searching for that puck.
So the face-off, Juan over to Canavan. He's going to skate it in on the left side. Canavan poked off the puck by Breyer. He's going to wrap it around the boards, and racing after it was Vitullo. He tried to get it out of the zone. A nice stick lift there by Nessa. Broke that one up, got it back to the Jayhawks. But the Patriots get it back as they have it in the slot. A shot on the back door. Miles making a kick save there, and it's going to be toe dragged by Nelson, and he's going to skate it out of the zone. He'll swing over to the left side. Nelson made a move around one man. It's loose in the crease on the doorstep. It's Nessa and Nelson both trying to poke at it. But the Patriots get it on the right side, and it's a cross-ice pass over, intended for Beckett. Then it's going to be Nelson. And Medina now under the goal line. As it's Ross with it. He sent it out. Medina dumped it right back in as the Jayhawks had to get back onside. And the Patriots try a cross-ice pass. Walsh sending it back the other way. Theodore Nelson had to play it behind his own net. And then dumped out over to Van Heerden, who throws it in.
Great time to take a breath here, Gabe, because, man, what a couple of great net front sequences there, both by Miles and Nelson, their own respective zones. Both great net front presences. Being able to find those pucks, be able to poke check it. Mitch Miles poke checking it, and Nelson being able to poke check it out of there as well, making some great saves, both goalies.
So the faceoff tied up and eventually taken away by Siddons, who got it out over to Feeney. Back over to Siddons. Siddons moving in, trying to shot on net, kicked away there, and it's going to be another delayed penalty on the Patriots. And it looks like hooking will be the call on number 18, Matthew Waterhouse.
Yeah, Waterhouse there trying to stick lift the stick of Brett Siddons, and are driving in really nicely and just got a little too much in the hands, it looks like.
So another shot on net right off the faceoff. Held on to for a whistle by Nelson.
No, Jayhawks, of course, no goal in that first power play, but you can't look at it like that. I still think that's a big win for Jayhawks. Had a lot of scoring opportunities out there. You're not going to convert on every power play. Look for them to just get more men in front of the net, just try to cause a ton of chaos in front of Theodore Nelson here.
So Brett Siddons with it. He'll get it across to Dusso. Dusso's going to walk it a little bit before trying to find it over to Tyler Nelson in the slot. That bounced a little bit, and it's going to be Siddons with it again. Siddons from the top of the slot, a shot kicked away there. Vitullo holding it in. Under the goal line over to Siddons. Siddons still with it. Finds it to Vitullo. Vitullo fans on the shot. And it's going to be a delayed penalty on him. So a stoppage with 10:52 left to go. So Riley Vitullo heads off for a trip. And we'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute 14.
4-on-4 hockey, exactly what the Patriots want. Of course, it gets them off the power play, but also a lot of more room on the ice to operate with. Jayhawks are the faster team and helps them too, but I think for the Patriots, just being able to try to utilize the speed they have, very key for them.
So the Patriots have it behind the Kansas net. They're forced to the corner. As it's sent up over to Barrett. His shot goes around the net. It'll be picked up by Zadakis. Up to Feeney. Now Feeney pressured off the puck there. And it's going to be number 13, Christian Beckett, skating it in on the right side. He lost control, so Schubert has it in the corner. Now Barrett was able to get it away. Now to the corner, over to Beckett. And then Schubert got it to Zadakis. Zadakis pressuring Canavan into the corner. And he's able to take the puck away. And the Jayhawks able to pass it out of the zone. Back over to Roberts. A nice headman pass up to Zadakis, and Zadakis at the right side, toe drags around one man, just to throw it on net, fighting for the backhand shot. And Theodore Nelson standing tall. Zadakis under the goal line, hit off the puck. Patriots are back to full strength, and they're on the power play for about 40 seconds. As it's Rose with it on the left side, dropping it back to the slot, over to Mendez. Mendez throwing it back to the point. And an offsides call on the Patriots here with 9:18 left to go in the first period.
Yeah, Gabe, I like to tell Gabe to tell this game so far. A lot of finesse so far from especially the Jayhawks. Just using their physicality as well, but a lot of the finesse, especially from Brett Siddons, Zadakis, and Tyler Nelson.
So in the corner, it's going to be number 7, Logan McKenzie on it. He's poked off, picked up by Mendez under the goal line. Now to the corner, and the Patriots will set up from the deep slot. They'll wrap it back around as Mendez got it to McKenzie. McKenzie on the doorstep, kicked away by Miles. Over to Mendez in the corner. The Jayhawks back to full strength now, poked off the puck, and it's going to be Nelson. He's able to cut through the slot. Only has one more man to beat. Nelson dragging with it, a shot on goal, but a great save made by Theodore Nelson.
Yeah, great effort there by that Patriots defenseman. Tried to catch his number, couldn't find it, but staying right with Tyler Nelson. That was Xavier Juarez, actually, excuse me. But, yeah, staying right with Tyler Nelson. Not too many guys can stay with Tyler Nelson on a breakaway, but he was able to.
So passed across. The Patriots get it out as it was tipped out of play by, I believe that was Perez. As it's dumped in, Breyer trying to get it up and out over to Friedhoff. Friedhoff trying to get a backhand pass to Gerber, but it's held in by Canavan. A blocker saved by Miles, and out of play.
Yeah, one of the only good shooting lanes there the Patriots have really seen all day. Jayhawk defense has been really good with clogging up those lanes for those Patriot guys. I think right now you just got to try to get pucks on net if you're pucks on net if you're the Patriots, because you're not really finding too many good shooting lanes right now.
So the face-off won over to Gerber again. As he's able to make a move around one man. Passes to himself, a backhand shot, and almost going in. But Theodore Nelson making a good save there. And Gerber a little shaken up as he kind of went into the boards after that shot. And Griffin Barker will go out for him. So Nessa was able to poke it up over to Friedhoff. That'll get into the zone. And a great job there by Luke Nessa making sure the puck stayed in. So Nessa with it. As he tried to find a pass over to Carney, that's broken up. And Dallas Baptist behind their own net will try to get it out of the zone. As it's Perez. Sending it around the boards. And the Jayhawks take it away as Breyer trying to get it over to Barker. Sent back in, so it'll be Nessa up to Carney. Carney tipped it into the zone, but it's going to be Xavier Juarez picking it up. And Griffin Barker will head to the box here for tripping with 6:52 left to go in period number 1.
First time we get to see a full Dallas Baptist power play this morning, I should say. I was about to say this afternoon, but this morning. Got to see them for the power play for about 40 seconds or so after they got out of that 4-on-4. So it'll be interesting to see what KU or what Dallas Baptist, what their power play looks like. Looks like it's going to be Michael Fantoni leading that penalty kill unit for the Jayhawks right now.
So the face-off won by the Patriots. Kahneman shot blocked up front by Zadakis. And a shot through traffic right to Miles and held on to for a whistle. So the Jayhawks able to get it out of the zone. It's going to be Zach Schubert flying down on the left side. Throws one on net quickly and held on to by Theodore Nelson.
I mean, the speed of the Jayhawks right now to get in those passing lanes is something that Dallas Baptist probably hasn't seen because they just don't look ready right now for this KU penalty kill. And still got a minute 39 left on the power play. I don't know how this see if this KU penalty kill can maybe cause a little more chaos for these Patriots.
So a face-off win by the Patriots gets dumped into the zone, but Feeney diving down to poke that play away. And it's Roberts who will clear it all the way down. And that's just about a minute 15 left on the Patriot power play. Haven't been able to do much. On the right side, it's going to be Mendez with it. His shot covered up by Miles.
Yeah, it seems like most shots on Mitch Miles today, more just right in his chest, couple towards his glove side. So don't really know what Dallas Baptist strategy is here. They haven't really gone towards his blocker yet. Maybe want to experiment with his blocker, see how he's feeling with his blocker today.
So the face-off won by Kansas, but quickly taken by the Patriots, as it's going to be Dusso. He's able to poke it out of the zone. It's going to be a foot race into the corner for the puck. He's going to get there first. And then quickly pinned, but pressured off. Got it to Nelson. Nelson backhands it out of the zone. Back over to Walsh, and the Jayhawks have to regroup as it's banked into the zone. A great poke by Nelson. On the right side. Looks like Walsh got the puck away. And a stoppage here with 5:18.
I mean, Gabe, besides KU shooting themselves in the foot with a couple of these penalties, they really don't have too big of a weak spot right now. They're dominating in special teams. Their power play hasn't broken through yet, but they've had a lot of good shooting lanes on their power play. Great net front presence. I can't really think of anything. Just, you know, if you just lower yourselves on the penalties, I mean, I can't really think of anything else negative to say about KU right now.
And again, with like the early morning game, it's obviously going to be a much quieter start than some would anticipate. And I think Kansas is doing a great job, you know, at being one of the first teams to wake up. Has this sent over to Brayton below the goal line. He's going to be passing that puck right into the tape of Cole Walsh. And it's Lance Medina who's able to clear it out. And that just about does it for the Dallas Baptist power play.
Really lackluster power play there for the Patriots. That's all I can say.
So back over to Nessa, who tried to backhand it out of the zone off the glass. As it's thrown back in, it's going to be Sean Barrett on it. He's going to be met by Breyer. Breyer got it over to Siddons, and Siddons' backhand pass over to Feeney. And Feeney's going to pick it up on the left side. under the goal line. He tried to pass it back to the slot, but Siddons couldn't quite get there in time. But Medina's going to hold it in. Got it to Siddons, who will try to get Feeney to set something up. Now a wrister from the blue line area by Luke Nessa finds the glove of Theodore Nelson. And we get another stoppage here with 4:12 left to go.
I mean, to say Gabe, Theodore Nelson's what's keeping the Patriots in this game right now. He's had men like Friedhoff just in front of his net the whole time, just causing him a lot of chaos. And Jayhawks have been attacking his 5-hold there, just his glove. He doesn't have too much of a weak spot right now. Obviously gave up that one goal, but other than that, been flawless.
So Medina, he's going to carol the puck around, and there's a big hit there. And he's going to yell right at Tony Rees, but that's not going to get called at all.
Here comes the physicality.
So the puck was just right on the goal crease, and the Jayhawks get it out as it's going to be over to Siddons. Siddons makes a fancy move there on the crease. He has it in the corner now, and they try to get it up over to Medina, and Medina's going to skate off. And he's just going to shake his head right at Tony Rees. Shot blocked up front. Nessa's backhand pass goes all the way up over to Friedhoff. Friedhoff, a nice move. Gets it to Carney. Carney moving in, shooting one, kicked away by Theodore Nelson. And it's going to be Zadakis holding the line now. Zadakis to Schubert, and Schubert will have it in the corner. On the doorstep, couldn't connect with Carney. But it's going to be Roberts holding it in. He'll wrap it back around the boards. As it'll be Rose trying to use the boards to send it out. The Patriots able to poke it out. Carney sending it back the other way. Roberts lofts it to the corner. Picked up by Rose behind his own net. Number 20 for the Patriots. Gets a pass up over to Beckett, poked off by Zadakis. Friedhoff able to settle it back to Zadakis. And it's going to be stolen by Barrett. And Barrett will have it behind his own net. He gets a pass over to Canavan, the team captain for the Patriots. Forced off the puck by Zadakis, and Roberts will have it for the Jayhawks off the boards, trying to get it out, but Canavan throws it back in. Behind the Kansas net, it'll be Schubert trying to wrap it around over to Roberts, who now got it to Carney. Carney's pressured in the corner. Roberts having to go in and help him out. Barrett's going to try a backhand pass. Ends up going over to Canavan. Wrist one from the blue line. Blockered into the corner by Miles, and the Patriots have it again. Now it's going to be Vitullo for the Jayhawks. He's going to dump it in, and that gets a much-needed change going. And that's the penalty on the Patriots. A great call by Tony Rees.
Interference they're calling there, looks like.
It happened when Vitullo was trying to enter the zone. They got his hand up right in his face mask and slowed him down from making the play.
Looks like somebody else is going to the box as well for the Patriots, number 23. Little confusion now, looks like, on the Dallas Baptist pitch, trying to see who's supposed to stay on and off the ice.
So it looks like a double minor getting called there. So a 4-minute power play for the Jayhawks.
If there's any better time for your power play to break through, is we got a false start on the faceoff, it looks like. If there's any better time for a power play to break through, it's got to be now. As the Dallas Baptist coach is here trying to talk with the ref, seeing what's going on exactly.
He's trying to talk to the wrong guy wearing the orange bands.
Now a lot of confusion. Looks like both our referees now getting together trying to see what exactly they're trying to call.
So right off the face-off, it's Sean Barrett able to dump it out for the Patriots. So from behind his own net, Duso will start the play. He got it up over to Siddons. Siddons through center. Pressured over to the hash marks. As he had to settle it to Vitulo, who got it to Duso, who lost his footing right at the blue line. And it's going to be Barrett in the clear. Barrett shoots and he scores. So that ties things up at 1 as Caleb Duso just lost his footing right at the point. And that got the puck right over.
Yeah, Duso lost an edge there trying to play it on over to one of the other Jayhawk players on the power play, and nothing Miles can do about that. It's an easy breakaway opportunity there for the Patriots. Riley Vitulo there chasing right behind the Patriots goal scorer, trying to catch up with him. Almost caught up to him there and almost got his stick into the poke, check it away. But in the day when high right shoulder on Miles just really vulnerable there, no help at all.
So the faceoff's in back over to Roberts, cross ice over to Walsh on the left side. He's going to just advance it to the corner. And the Patriots will dump it down. So just under a minute left to go. The Jayhawks still on the power play. So great job holding the line there by Cole Walsh. And now the puck's over to Medina. Medina made a move around one man, thrown to the corner. And it's over to Feeney, who got it to Walsh. Bank pass over to Feeney. Feeney getting pressured. He's able to get the pass off over to Medina. Now Medina walking, shooting, kicked away, and thrown behind the net as it's Rose on it. Thrown out of the zone, it's going to be Roberts on it. Van on the backhand passes, it's going to be Mendez. Has it stolen. Now Feeney, a backhand pass to Friedhoff, lost control. Barrett got it over to Rose. And from a backhand pass to Mendez, a shot blocked by Roberts, and that'll do it for the first period here in Wichita. It's Kansas and Dallas, both tied at 1. We'll be back in just a little bit for period number 2. So Gabe Daniel here with Coach Andy McConnell. Andy, what did you think of that first period?
We showed up really good. It's a big ice, and it's taking a little bit of an adjustment. But other than that, man, we're playing good. Confidence is what we need. Keep doing the little things right. But overall, I was pleased.
And then with it being an 11 a.m. game, do you think that has anything to do with the little bit of a slower start?
No, I honestly, I don't think we had a slow start. It's really an adjustment to the ice. I think 11 a.m. is kind of my favorite time. It's early, it's morning, but it's also not 8 a.m. So, no, I don't think there was really a slow start or anything to do with the time as far as affecting us.
And then what are some things that the team needs to do differently heading into the second period?
So, big ice, we got to talk. Positionally, it's just more critical to be where you need to be and in the right position. The bigger ice makes you pay for the littler mistakes that you make. But other than that, keep doing what we're doing. Staying out of the box, stay positive on each other. And we're a strong, fast team. So using that to our advantage and just get rolling.
And then what do you think of Mitch's game so far?
He's critical, man. He's great. That one they got, it was on us, and as majority of the games have been, he's kept us in it. He's playing. He's confident. So I'm loving his game.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Welcome back for period number 2 inside the Wichita Ice Center. Gabe Daniel joined alongside Ryan Cartman as we're tied at 1, but there is a carryover penalty from that first period, so Kansas will start off on the power play. And I know that's something they talked about during intermission. So the faceoff is quickly won back over to Luke Nessa. He gets it over to the team captain. And right away, it's over to Nelson. He's poked off the puck. And it's going to be Barrett trying to drop it back over to Mendez. Back to Nessa. Nessa saucered it up over to Siddons, the 2 high school teammates. As it'll be Siddons on the left side, trying to drop it back to Dusso on the back door. Couldn't connect there. And Dusso has it in the corner. Under the goal line, up over to, I believe that's Vitullo. And the Patriots take it away and clear it all the way down. Took a weird bounce off the board, so it's going to be over to Siddons, who's able to strip the puck away. Now it's going to be Siddons. He skates it up, cuts towards center, poked off, and the Patriots dump it back out. And it's going to be Mendez slow to the bench, but picked up by Nessa, as the Patriots were offsides when it was dumped in originally. And it's going to be Nelson swinging to the right before heading back towards center. He'll curl back around at the top. Over to Nessa. Nessa trying to pass it to the back door. And Nessa still has it. From the deep slot, he'll wrist one. Kicked away by Nelson. Siddons on the rebound there. And Theodore Nelson able to go post to post there, keeping the Jayhawks from regaining their lead.
Yeah, great lateral movement there by Theodore Nelson. Gave up a big rebound, though, there and almost cost him. But keeping his mind in the game there and bouncing back from giving up what could have been a very costly rebound.
So the faceoff, one back over to Roberts, who cranks one right away on the backhand. Friedhoff couldn't put home the rebound. And the puck will wrap its way over to Feeney. Behind the goal line to Medina. He got it to Walsh. To Feeney. Feeney wrists one. Missing the net there. But picking it up will be Roberts. As Roberts has it. Try to find Medina on the back door. Fanned on the shot. It'll be Roberts to Friedhoff. Friedhoff trying to get it back to Roberts. Across to Walsh this time. As he throws it into Medina. Backhand shot save made by Nelson. This time with 17:50 left to go, keeping us tied at 1.
And again, I think a lot of this sequence, a lot of this chaos on Theodore Nelson, Patriots goalie, is coming from Cade Friedhoff being right in front of his net. He's not moving around at all. You see the guy he's on trying to, check him a little bit with his stick, but Friedhoff isn't budging, and he's providing great screens for these KU goal scorers.
So the face-off, one over to Canavan. He tries to wrap it out, and it's sent over to Roberts, who redirects it that way. Now Canavan will swing over to the left side. He lofts it up. It's going to be a bouncing puck right over to Walsh, and he'll use the boards this time, trying to find it to Vitullo. So it's going to be the Patriots the other way. A drop pass over to number 23. That's Solenberg. Over to Brayton. Brayton almost poked off the puck there by Tyler Nelson. Is this going to be Barrett in the slot? That pass broken up, picked up by Walsh. A backhand pass. And it goes the length for an icing with 17:05 left to go.
Yeah, Dallas Baptist seemed to have found their legs a little bit more coming out of this first intermission, a little more energized, it seems like, than they came into this game. I think these early morning jitters are finally starting to wear off now. It looks like both teams now fairly evenly matched when it comes to their legs.
So that faceoff won by the Jayhawks. but quickly taken away by the Patriots. Is this going to be Roberts getting it up over to Nelson? Poked off there, and it's going to be stripped away by number 8. Shot kicked away there by Roberts. As it's going to be Mendez with it now. Mendez from the deep slot, a backhand pass over to Brayton. Brayton passed up front, kicked away by Miles, and that sends the puck over to Nelson, who tries to get it up to Vitullo. Vitullo is going to race after it, but Nelson will come out to play it around the boards, and it's going to be a headman pass up to Canavan. Now Canavan on the left side. He's going to be met there by Breyer. It's going to go right to Miles, and a stoppage with 16:13 left to go in period number 2.
Yeah, Mitch using his legs, using his leg pads there to make the save. We see him so often with his glove, some glove hand larceny from him. But right now it's his legs that he's relying on. Man, does he have some strong legs to push off of.
So a backhand pass up over to Jack Gerber. As he threw it a little ahead of himself, it's going to be forced to the corner, but it's going to be picked up by Zadakis. Zadakis to Gerber, shot up front, he scores! Jack Gerber, wide open in the slot, gives Kansas the lead once again with 15:58 left to go in period number 2.
Yep, nobody picked up Gerber in the slot there, Gabe, wide open there. Zach Zadakis, great ice vision right there to find him, just wide open. It looked like almost a no-look pass to me, Gabe. I could be incorrect, but it looked like a no-look pass. I think that play was all set up there by Zach Zadakis. All Gerber had to do was just shoot it over glove hand side on Nelson.
So it's going to be Friedhoff trying to throw it into Gerber. A nice stick lift, and Jack Gerber has it again. Already 1 goal, hungry for his second. This is going to be Friedhoff walking in, a backhand shot. Now Nessa fighting to get the puck loose. It's over to Gerber in the corner. Now Gerber in the slot. The Patriots able to get it away. As this Zadakis back to Nessa. As it's wrapped around. Zadakis off the boards, up to Friedhoff. Goes a little too far, but it's going to be Zadakis able to pick up the slack for Kansas there. Over to Breyer. Breyer's going to use the boards to dump it in, and that'll get a change going for the Jayhawks. A great job there by Zach Schubert breaking up that play as it gives us a stoppage with 15 minutes even left to go.
Yeah, just when you thought Dallas Baptist was having the momentum before that goal, it looked really good, and now it seems like they're almost on KU's put them up on their heels, though. Theodore Nelson, though, has been great most of this game. That last goal, tough. I mean, nothing really he can do about that when you don't have a man covering Jack Gerber there, but been really solid today, especially with his glove hand.
So Barker tried a shot. That got blocked up front. Now the Patriots skated out. This is Barrett. He's poked off by Roberts, and Roberts lost his footing under the goal line. So Carney, the headman pass intended for Barker, almost a break for him. But it's a bouncing puck finding its way to Barrett in the corner. As it's over on the doorstep, Miles kicked it away. And play will go back behind the Kansas net as they wrap it around, intended for Barker, but it's thrown back in, and the Patriots starting to take back a little bit of control as it's Mendez. Over to Brayton. Now over to McKenzie. A nice poke check there by Barker. Back to McKenzie, who found it to Brayton. Brayton shot blocked by Carney. And then Brayton will try to walk it in. He passes it over to Mendez at the hash marks. Over to Canavan, a shot tipped up front. McKenzie on the doorstep trying to get the rebound, and a nice job there by Roberts. He's able to ice the puck. And the foot race won by Dallas Baptist, so we get an icing with 13:39 left to go.
That's a break that the Jayhawks need to give. Obviously, you don't get the line change when your own team ices the puck, but that's just a break you need. You see Mitch there just pinning over. He's definitely really tired, along with the rest of these KU defenders as well. It's been about probably a minute 15 shift for these guys out here for Jayhawks. Necessary break there. Not a bad icing to take.
So again, 13:39 left to go. Kansas leading this one 2-1 as they win the faceoff and they clear it out of the zone again. It's going to be sent all the way back. No icing. So a close one there as it's a headman pass for the Patriots. Had a little too much mustard, so McKenzie had to go back to get it. His shot blocked up front there by Van Heerden. Walsh tried to send it out, poked away by Siddons, and he'll pick it back up in the corner. Siddons tries a backhand pass over to Feeney. Feeney got it over to Medina. And the Patriots poke it back away. Now Cole Walsh on the right side. He'll go under the goal line. Walsh trapping it around up front to Medina. Shot and a save made by Nelson. And you see Medina just frustrated, wondering what does he have to do to get it past Theodore Nelson.
Yeah, right now it's really hard to. Only reason that they have been able to get past Theodore Nelson have been by sloppy play by this Dallas Baptist defense right here. They're trying the Dallas Baptist defense. I think this period they're starting to switch a little more of their defensive lines. I've noticed that they switched them from the first period, but nothing right now is figuring out the formula for this Dallas Baptist defense.
So a great job there by Feeney pressuring Rose off the puck. As that freed it up to Siddons, who got it to Walsh. He tries to wrister from the blue line. That's blocked, and it's sent out, but quickly regathered by the Jayhawks, and they'll send it the other way. So Rose on it again. From behind his own net. Then it's sent up over to Perez, taken away by Medina, and he has to delay a little bit so the Jayhawks get back on side. But in the far corner, it's going to be sent over to Feeney. Now to Siddons. Now Siddons trying to walk it in. A backhand shot on net. Still loose, and Feeney trying to jam home a rebound on the back door. Kicked away by Nelson. But Nessa with it through traffic on net. And Siddons able to poke the rebound loose as he has it now in the deep slot. Wrister through the point, and Nelson will make the save here. And we get a stoppage with 10:51 left to go.
I was about to say something there, Gabe, but it looks like a little extracurriculars after the play. Looks like there'll be no calls, but yeah, I don't know how you're getting past Theodore Nelson right now. So many opportunities on the doorstep for these Jayhawks. He's just kicking everything away, blocking everything away that he can, and he's playing really good right now. And the Jayhawks just got to figure out a formula to get pucks in the net when it comes to just having them around the doorstep. A lot of great scoring opportunities on the doorstep, just couldn't bring it home.
So right off the face-off, Breyer tried a shot, sent it wide. It rides the boards around, and Nessa trying to keep it in. Patriots send it right back out. And it's sent over to Tyler Nelson. Drop back to Luke Nessa, the headman pass. Bounces off someone and goes out of play for a whistle with 11:30 left to go. So Breyer with it. As it's Nelson now on the backhand over to Breyer on the back door. Couldn't connect. So the Patriots force it back out. It's lofted in with the backhand by Travis Breyer. Now Brayton around the boards. Got it out of the zone. Breyer sent it back in. So now Nessa gets a pass from Breyer, who sent it to Dusso. As Dusso dumps it in. It's going to be picked up by Canavan for the Patriots. They try to get it up over to Brendan Crow. As it's Canavan again. He's pressured off the puck by Zadakis. A shot right on net. Miles made the save, and it's Brayton from the point. Wristed there. Zadakis made the save. Friedhoff gets it up to Gerber, who's all alone. Gerber shoots. Save made by Nelson. Gerber on the rebound now to Zadakis in the point. Had it poked away there by Beckett. And now it's going to be Beckett on the left side. Tries a shot and a save made by Miles with 9:58 left to go.
Yeah, Gabe, this Beckett-Barrett line has been lined up with the Tyler Nelson line all day. They switched now. But for most of the day, this Beckett-Barrett line has been lined up with Nelson. They haven't really been able to figure out this Nelson line. I'm calling on looking to see Christian Beckett take a big step up here. He's tied first for goals in Matches South and tied first for goals in the Matches South with a few on the season. Don't have the exact number in front of me right now, but one Beckett's able to get called more here for Dallas Baptist.
So another save made by Miles there, this time just about 10 seconds later. Again, Miles has been standing tall. He's been in net for all 7 of the Jayhawk wins. As it's thrown to the corner. A nice hit by Roberts. And then a nice poke there by Medina. Got the puck loose, up over to Siddons. Siddons across to Feeney. Kicks one there as it's blockered by Nelson. Now Medina under the goal line, tries to waltz it in. And then the Patriots skated out. As it's going to be Mendez. Mendez from the slot off the post. And on the rebound, Miles made the save. And the Jayhawks, a lucky break there. As it's thrown to the corner, it looks like Medina got there first, spun off a hit. Bank pass intended for Siddons. Goes right over to Rose. So he makes a move around one man. And it's Feeney with it. Feeney, a backhand pass over to Siddons. Siddons got it back to Schubert, who dumped it in. That gets a change going for the Jayhawks, as they'll try to get that first line back out there.
Yeah, Gabe, they say the goalposts are a goalie's best friend, and Mitch Miles better be thinking his goalpost right now because Mendez couldn't have placed that shot any better.
So another play broken up there in the slot as it's over to Dusso. Dusso up to Vitullo, and Vitullo's going to carry it in on the right side. He's trying to saucer it up over to Nelson. Couldn't get 2 hands on his stick in time. And the Patriots will skate it out now, as it's going to be number 7 with it. That's Logan McKenzie. Shaken off in a stoppage here, and it looks like a penalty will be called for hooking, as it's Riley Vitullo. So 8:15 left to go. The Patriots get another power play opportunity.
Yeah, I'm watching Xavier Juarez there, the Patriots defender, trying to work on Tyler Nelson. He already took a hooking penalty on Brett Siddons earlier, trying to slow him down. He was trying to slow Tyler Nelson down there too. Couldn't catch up to him. Xavier Juarez getting beat by a couple guys here. He's got to get his speed up right now because he's not catching up with any of these Jayhawks right now.
So a face-off win by the Patriots, as it's going to be Brayton in the corner. Poked away by Kansas, and it'll be Tyler Nelson. He's going to come down with speed on the left side. At the hash mark, so he'll curl back around. And he'll skate it out of the zone. As Nelson passes it to Breyer. Breyer able to backhand it out of the zone off the boards. As it's going to be skated in there by Beckett. And a save made by Miles.
That trusty old glove hand from Mitch Miles came through all last season, coming through this season, coming through today.
So 1:25 left to go, and the penalty handed out over to Riley Vitullo, as he is taking a seat for hooking. 7:40 left to go here in the second period. So just a tad bit past the halfway point of the game. A wrister through traffic, kicked away by Miles. As it's going to be Mendez. To the corner to Brayton. And then a nice job there by Travis Breyer, who dumped the puck out. And the Patriots will start play from behind their own net. It was left for Mendez, and he'll skate it in on the left side, swinging towards center as he tries to enter the slot. Kicked away there by Nessa. Bailing out Miles there, and a nice placement off the glass sends it all the way back where Theodore Nelson will have to play it aside.
Gabe, if you're Coach Andy McCall right now for the Jayhawks, you can't be happier. You can't be any more happy with this Jayhawk penalty kill. Almost a bad slip up there on just a Jayhawk physical error, but overall they're just not giving the Patriots anything to pass or shoot.
And what a block there by Zadakis as Nessa tried to clear it out of the zone. And that puck just boggles enough where Juarez will have to get it out. So over to Brayton. Brayton on the left side. He's interrupted there by Zadakis. And that puck will wrap around the glass. And Kansas is back to full strength. And it looks like they'll try to get that first line back out there. As it's going to be Barrett around over to Rose. And a nice break up there by Zadakis in the slot. As it's going to be Breyer. Breyer through center. The defenseman drops it back over to Vitula to Nelson. Over to Breyer on the back door. Can connect. And a wide open net for Dusso. He scores! As that gives Kansas a 3-1 lead with 5:44 left to go in period number 2.
Yeah, wide open 4x6 there for Caleb Dussault. Doesn't get any easier than that for Dussault. Nelson there fell over, couldn't get back up in time, and no Dallas Baptist player went up to block that shot. Perfect passing there, perfect passing triangle by the Jayhawks. Didn't pay off. I thought that was going to work. We're going to score the goal. All of a sudden, here comes Caleb Dussault out of nowhere. Big ol' slap shot there, singing right in the back of the net. Jayhawks up 2.
So back behind the net, it's Rose with it. He tries to send it out, but it's going to be held in by Nelson. As he gets knocked down in the corner. But Dussault was able to lay a hit as that keeps the puck in possession for Kansas. Dussault try to play it over to Nelson. Now Nelson getting pinned against the boards, and Schubert goes in to help him out. Nelson trying to get himself loose. Puck was sent over to Vitullo, just right on the doorstep, and the Patriots get it out. As it's going to be sent over to number 23, Riley Solenberg. And a nice save by Miles, as McKenzie couldn't have an answer there. So it's going to be Nelson with it. Nelson up on the left side. So he's going to skate it out of the zone. Tyler Nelson through the slot now, dragging around, trying to shot kicked away by Theodore Nelson. It's just going to be Rose skating it out. He got it over to Beckett. His shot missing the net. That'll wrap around the boards, but it's going to be held in there by Canavan. Canavan dropped it back. Cross-ice pass. Sent over to Medina. And Medina will get it up over to Siddons. Siddons waiting patiently. Shoots it, and a glove save by Theodore Nelson.
Gabe, is Tyler Nelson a special player or what? Skating almost 200-some feet of the ice from right to left from our point of view, going through about three or four Patriots players dangling around. And, I mean, if he's down the back of the net, we would be talking about that play for a long time to come.
So right off the face-off, the Patriots able to clear it out, but it's going to be picked up by Walsh, who tries to backhand it the other way. Coughed up into the air, glove down by Feeney. He'll settle it over to Walsh. Walsh will dump it in, and it's going to go back behind that Dallas net. Around the boards, it's going to be held in by Walsh. Walsh over to Medina. Medina waits, fans on the shot, and it's going to be sent out by the Patriots on the right side, as it was DeShazer with it.
Yeah,
Van Heerden dumps it in. Canavan picks it up. Poked off by Siddons. A one-time shot by Feeney. This time he can't put it home.
Yeah, sorry about that, Gabe. But, yeah, Medina looking up to the heavens there after having that one. Had about half the net open there, but just couldn't get that puck to settle down on the stick. Bounced there, and you could tell he knew he had a goal there, but just got to get that puck to settle down there, does Lance Medina.
So Walsh sends it out of play. So we get a stoppage just 7 seconds later. So the face-off, Juan over to Feeney. He gets kicked off the puck there, and it's going to be picked up there by Kettlewell as they try to wrap it around the boards. Kettlewell with it again in the corner, dropping it back over to Brayton. Brayton waiting. He's going to send it over to Mendez. Mendez unable to get it on net, and Feeney was able to chop it up over to Siddons on the left side. Siddons with it, waiting, trying to drop it back to Medina, and it's going to be skated out of the zone by McKenzie. A saucer pass up over to Mendez. Mendez on the right side, cutting towards the slot, dragging, waiting up into the netting, and a stoppage with 2:47 left to go.
Yeah, you get to sense some frustration here on this Patriots bench, Gabe. We could, hear some words. Obviously, we're not too far back from this bench, and right now a lot of down guys on that bench. KU bench, on the other hand, really upbeat right now. Really happy, and that my Dallas Baptist, they got to do, whether it's that doesn't have to be a goal, just some quality scoring chances that they get to come into this going into the second intermission, into the third period with something to look forward to.
As the Patriots dump it in, it's over to Breyer, wrapping it around the boards. Friedhoff sent it all the way in. No icing as Jack Gerber was able to get there first. Friedhoff on a close shot there. Wraps around the boards out of the zone and back chasing after. It's going to be Travis Breyer. Breyer stops and waits as he curls around. As it's going to be Gerber trying to poke it out of the zone. He did. But it's going to go far enough where the Patriots will get it back as they have it in their own zone. And then Breyer, a nice play off the glass right over to Gerber. And Gerber poked off the puck. Picked up by Zadakis, but quickly sent back over to Rose. He's going to dump it out. Foot race for the puck as Barrett got there first in the corner. He's going to have it in and send it over to Beckett. Beckett trying to drop it back to the slot. It's going to trickle out of the zone, and Gerber got a piece of it, but it goes out of play with a minute 38 left to go in period number 2.
Yeah, Jayhawks have just been, I talked about Christian Beckett and how they need to get Christian Beckett going, as well as Jalen Mendez as well. It's been the Beckett and Mendez show for Dallas Baptist most of the season. Jayhawks doing really well bottling them up, and the Patriots got to find some way to just let Beckett loose and let him do his thing, which is score goals.
So it's going to be Nessa off the boards, trying to get it over to Duso. Duso able to find Vitullo with it. Vitullo pressured off the puck, so the defenseman for Kansas will have to regroup. This is going to be Nessa from behind Mitch Miles. As he has it now through center, he's going to just walk it in. Tries a shot, that gets deflected, so unable to find the netting there. And the Patriots will skate it out. On the right side. Sent over to Mendez. And a shot there by McKenzie, missing the net. Held in by Canavan. Is it sent back over to Nessa? Nessa able to get it out of the zone. Looks like it got tipped. Instead, it'll go all the way back for an icing and a stoppage with 43.3 left to go.
Yeah, fun afternoon so far. Early afternoon so far, Gabe, here at Wichita Ice Center. Of course, we got another game coming up at 10:15 and 9. I think Jayhawks right now need to make sure that they pace themselves, especially when you're on double headers in NHL and back-to-back days are tough. But 2 games in the same day, that's a whole other monster to take. So it'll be interesting to see how the Jayhawks pace themselves out here for the third period.
So it's going to be sent over to Duso. So he's going to clear it all the way down. No icing. It's going to be, actually it will be an icing. And thought I heard the referee yell no, but either way.
Yeah, I thought I heard the linesman or referee, whoever it was, yell no too, Gabe. But I think that was Tyler Nelson almost beat it out there, if I'm not mistaken. That was Nelson. But just didn't have the speed to get it all the way to beat his guy out.
So it's a nice poke over there by Nelson. Got it into Vitullo. So Vitullo getting taken down in the corner as Kansas comes up with it. Held in by Schubert as that puck just bounces over his stick. It's going to be skated in by Barrett on the right side, dropping it over to Beckett, unable to connect there, and that'll do it for period number 2. We'll be back in just a little bit for period number 3 of game 1 today, as Kansas will play again later tonight against the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. Again, it's Kansas leading this one 3-1 through 40 minutes of play. We'll be back in just a little bit for the final 20. Back in ready to go for period number 3 of game 1 from the Wichita Ice Center. Gabe Daniel alongside Ryan Cartman. It's the Jayhawks heading out with a 3-1 lead over the Dallas Baptist Patriots. We'll start this one 5-on-5 as the face-off is won back over to Robertson right off the draw. It's over to Duso. He tries to wrist one in. It's blocked up front, and Schubert will pick up the rebound. He gets it across over to Roberts. Off the boards, trying to find it up over to Vitulo. A nice stick lift in the slot by Duso. Broke that play up, got it over to Nelson. As it's Duso now. Duso swings to the right. He's able to chip it into the zone. Racing after it's going to be Vitulo. And the Patriots able to dump it down, but it looks like it'll go the length for an icing.
Yeah, Gabe, I think the key for the Jayhawks here, it's pretty cliche, but I think it's the key. Just stay disciplined out there. Don't let these Patriots antagonize you, because I think that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to get Tyler Nelson off the ice. Again, Nelson here, again on the ice to start the period. Started all 3 periods on the ice. They're going to try to find a way to get Tyler Nelson off the ice no matter what. He's a physical player, aggressive player, wants to be physical and aggressive, and they're going to try to get him off the ice. He's just got to stay disciplined. The whole team's got to stay disciplined and not give up any easy power plays.
So the Patriots dump it in. Miles will hang on to it for a whistle, so another stoppage here.
I think Mitch is having an equipment issue here, trying to get one of his leg straps, I think, fixed. No injury, yeah, just a little wardrobe malfunction for Mitch.
So the faceoff won back over to Nessa. They get it to Feeney. And Siddons will get it out of the zone. And he'll wrap it around the boards. Back on it for the Patriots is Juarez. Siddons gets it right back into the corner. So he was able to backhand that one over to Feeney. And Feeney still with it. So he has to throw it the other way. Breyer with a nice hustle to get it. He'll wrap it around the boards, trying to find Siddons back under the net. And it's Feeney with it at his feet. Gets it to Siddons. Now over to Nessa, who wrists one to hit a man up front. It's going to be Feeney with it again. Over to Siddons in the corner. He's poked off the puck by Juarez. But it's going to be held in by Nessa. As he try to sling it back in. The Patriots send it out, and it's going to be backhanded in by Breyer. Now a great job back behind the net by Medina, pressuring that puck. Forces it over to Beckett, who off the board sent it up over to Breyer. So the Jayhawks regain possession. Breyer on the right side with it. So he's just going to have it at the top of the slot. His shot blocked up front is going to be Mendez. He tried to dump it out, but Nessa got it right back. Nessa still with it, over to Medina now. And the Patriots now take it away. On the right side, it's going to be Juarez. Thrown back behind the net. Picked up there by Beckett, and a nice break up there by the Jayhawks. And it's going to be Gerber now. Gerber lost control. It's sent back in, and Kansas will get a change going, as it's going to be Van Heerden with it. Now sent over and all the way down for an icing with 16:55 left to go.
Again, if you're DBU, I've said it before, but we're starting to call Christian Beckett's name a little more now in the late second period, now the early third period. He's got to just find the puck, and he, at the end of the second period there, had a great opportunity, whiffed on it, He's got to find ways to make something happen right now. Christian Beckett does.
So right off the draw, it's going to be Gerber poking that puck loose. It's going to be held in there by DeShazer. He tried a shot. That got blocked up front. Now it's Brayton at the point. A wrister. So a nice face-off win there by Friedhoff. He was able to play the puck off the glass, try to get it back to himself, but that's great positioning by Brayton to get in front of Friedhoff. As Walsh held the line. Friedhoff with it. He throws it into the corner around the boards. Gerber had a piece of it, but not full control. As it's back into the corner, picked up by Canavan. Canavan through center. On the right side. Canavan still with it. As it's now wrapped around. The Jayhawks doing anything they can to get it out. And it looked like it was blocked by Zadakis. Up over to Gerber on the right side. Gerber through traffic. Zadakis trying to poke away the rebound. And it's sent out by the Patriots. As it's Waltrouse with it. He's able to knock Roberts down off the puck, and it'll be picked up by Brayton. Brayton's headman pass connects to DeShazer. DeShazer moves in. Couldn't get the shot off, and as it's now thrown around. Over to Van Heerden. Van Heerden dumps it into the corner. As it's now picked up by Rose. Over to number 7, Logan McKenzie.
Yeah, Gabe, we haven't heard too much of the Van Heerden line today, but expect him to be plenty here in this third period, considering you have another game coming up in about 8 hours or so. I want to try to keep your top guys a little fresh.
So a great job there by Schubert holding the line as it's thrown into the zone. A nice hit by Fantoni, frees the puck up, but the Patriots get it right back. But Roberts able to backhand that one. It goes right into the Dallas bench. And a stoppage here with 14:39 left to go. So a much quieter start to this one, of this third period. As it's dumped in, back behind the net. As it's going to be chipped in. Picked up by Breyer. From behind his own net as it's over to Vitullo. As it's thrown in. Played by Nelson. Picked up by number 12. That's Juarez. And the headman pass up over to Logan McKenzie as he tries to spin around in the slot. Poked away. Now Vitullo has it. Over to Duso. Now to Vitullo. Now McKenzie under the goal line. Now it's sent over. McKenzie again trying to drop it back. And it's thrown in to the corner again. McKenzie left it for Barrett. As Barrett has it again. So he tries to send it to Canavan. Canavan. Around over to Beckett. Beckett tries a shot. It looks like that might have been turned aside by Miles. Either way, it's a bouncing puck. Barrett off the rebound and a diving block there by Travis Breyer. Luke Nessa trying to wrap it around the boards. Cleared it but couldn't get it out as it's Canavan now. And another shot blocked up front. And it's going to be Tyler Nelson with speed. He's going to cut through center. Nelson on the right side, spinning around, trying to shot, hit a man up front. It's a nice stick lift by Medina as it broke that one up. Now it's going to be Nelson. Nelson still hanging on to it, not the left side, makes a move around one man. He's going to drag to the right, tries a shot through traffic on the rebound. Medina couldn't put it home, and the puck will squeak out of the zone, and on it is Walsh. Walsh able to curl around. Evading Perez as the headman pass was dropped for Feeney, and a nice open ice hit there onto Shazer. As it's going to be taken away by the Patriots. Quickly regathered by Feeney. Then it was Perez sending it back the other way. Now it's going to be Medina skating it in. Gets shaken off the puck there. Walsh will dump it in. And Theodore Nelson will play it around. Off the boards, just goes right to the tape for Walsh. It will dump it in. Then the headman pass intended for number 3, Mitchell DeShazer. As he skates it in on the right side. It was blocked up front. Now it's going to be Feeney on the left side. Feeney off the boards. It's going to be Van Heerden hustling in there. He got there first. As it's Feeney with the puck now. Feeney across to Roberts. Shoots it, tipped up front, and it'll go to Feeney at the hash marks again. To Van Heerden. He risks one. That missed the net there. It's going to be picked up on the rebound by Friedhoff, who got it to Siddons. Siddons to Roberts. Shoots, kick save made and held on to by Nelson.
Yeah, DBU becoming a little more, becoming a little more physical now in their own zone of the ice. Travis Breyer, too. I was watching Breyer come off the ice a little gingerly there after blocking that shot. Hope everything is okay. He's still on the bench over there on the far left edge of the bench from our point of view, but looks like he'll be fine. Looks like he was looking at his wrist, I think. That shot might have gone off his wrist. But, again, this is a KU team that can be physical now. Last year, of course, not too much physicality on this team compared to this year. They can play a physical game now.
So the face-off won and sent over to Mendez. He's pressured off the puck there by Zadakis. As it's wrapped around over to Friedhoff now. The Jayhawks trying to get it out. It's going to be held in by the Patriots. But Zadakis there breaking that one up again. As it's Carney with it. To Zadakis. Now Carney sent it the other way. Patriots still holding it in. It's Carney trying to fight that one out. And a great job there by Paul Carney, is just using his body there, was able to fight the puck out of the zone, and everyone's getting involved right along the glass.
Got a whole hullabaloo over there.
So the puck's in, over to Schubert. He gets it out, up to Zadakis. And Zadakis, a backhand pass to do so, who tried to find Gerber. And Gerber just had the puck pass a little too far ahead. And the Patriots send it out right into the stands. And a stoppage with 9:41 left to go.
Yeah, time running out for these Patriots. Got to be not too desperate right now. Still got a fair amount of time left, but definitely if you're Dallas Baptist coach, you're looking at that clock now more than halfway through this third period. Now you just got to be thinking of, don't worry about how good the shooting lane is. Just put that puck on net and see what chaos you can cause. Mitch Miles and the KU defense has been solid all morning and afternoon.
As it's going to be number 7, Logan McKenzie, dropping it back to Mendez. A shot blockered away by Miles on the doorstep. And Kansas able to clear it out. And it looks like it will go the length for an icing. So with 9:17 left to go, Kansas still leading 3-1. Over to Breyer. Off the boards, up over to Gerber. So you try to swing it over to Nelson. As it's a headman pass and no icing, as it was Beckett winning the race. But Breyer able to get it out of the zone. Up to Nelson, across to Gerber. Tipped up by Duso, and the rebound picked up by the Patriots. On the left side, it's going to be Beckett. And he's pressured off the puck there by Breyer. That's a big hit by the freshman defenseman. As it's in over to Duso. Duso across, trying to find Gerber. But the Jayhawks will instead just get a line change. So Walsh poking that puck away. Patriots get it right back as it's Mendez trying to pass it right below the goal line on the doorstep, and it'll trickle out of the zone as it's going to be Siddons picking it up. The saucer pass up to Feeney, a one-time shot, just going over the net, and the Patriots get the rebound as it's DeShazer with it. Rather, that was Barrett. He'll dump it in. It'll be picked up by Walsh. Saucer pass, couldn't get it out of the zone. And Walsh will get it to Van Heerden, and the Patriots have to get back on side. Now Canavan with it. He floats it into the zone, the far corner, right over to Van Heerden. Took a weird bounce off the boards, so it'll be picked up by Siddons now. Siddons made a nice move there, and he'll have it through center ice. Passing it to Feeney as they enter the zone. Feeney, a nice spin around backhand pass to Medina. As it's going to be Siddons taking it away. Medina in the corner, had the puck poked away by Brayton. And the Patriots dump it in, and it's going to be picked up by Medina. Under 7 minutes left to go. Feeney just lofts it into the corner. Racing after it is Medina. Medina trying to pass it on the doorstep, but the Patriots get it out. And on the left side, it's going to be number 18, Matthew Walterhouse with it. Canavan. So there's a battle along the boards.
It's exactly what KU wants right now. Just chew that clock right there. Keep that along the boards. They'll be happy to play the rest 6 minutes of this game just along the boards, just doing that.
And it's back to Roberts behind his own net. So skated up before passing it over to Friedhoff, who sent it into the zone. Carney trying to help out. But it's going to be the Patriots walking it in. A shot and a glove save by Mitch Miles.
I will say this over and over again. Don't test Mitch Miles on his glove side, because he will not. That's got no official stat on that, but I would believe that's got to be his best save percentage area on that glove side right there. He does not miss with his glove hand larceny.
So the face-off won by Kansas and quickly dumped out. And an icing with 5:51 left to go.
Well, if you're DBU, you're not going to pull your goalie for the next few minutes, of course, but you got to be thinking between those next few minutes, how do you – it's harder, way easier, obviously, saying come back from a 2-goal deficit with a couple – 1-goal deficit with a couple minutes left than a 1-goal deficit. So trying to find a way to just get something going is what DBU needs to focus on right now.
And there was a nice backhand shot there by Jack Gerber, just quickly gloved there by Theodore Nelson. And then the face-off won by Kansas. Duso off the post, and then Gerber fighting for the rebound. Duso again. His time that shot, missing the net. It's going to be picked up by Gerber. Gerber trying to get it across over to Duso. Couldn't connect, and a penalty on the way.
Trying to see what we got called here. Got a high stick here on number 19. That's going to be Cole Kettlewell. So that's the last thing that the Patriots need right now, just to give KU another power play opportunity. Again, haven't converted on the power play of the Jayhawks, but they've had their fair share of chances for sure. And if there's a better time for the power play to break through, how about a little insurance goal right here for the Jayhawks?
So the face-off won by Kansas, but Walsh had to settle it down as the Jayhawks have it in their own zone. A headman pass connects over to Friedhoff, and he's able to chip it into the zone. A nice pass block there by John Feeney. As it's going to be walked in. Medina tried a shot there, turned aside by Nelson, and the Patriots able to clear it all the way back.
Like what DBU's trying to do here, play it in their own offensive zone. You don't have enough time just to dump pucks in and wait for the Jayhawks to bring it up again. You got to be aggressive right here, and I like their mindset right here on this penalty kill.
So racing after it is Nelson. He's pressured there in the corner, and he'll have it behind his own net. Off the boards over to Nessa. As it's left for Duso, and an offside call on the Jayhawks.
Yeah, I've got to agree with. I think that was Medina there. It's hard to tell if that's an 8 no, that is Breyer. Yeah, he didn't like that offsides call there, and I don't know if I do either. That was very close. I think he had that back foot just on the blue line there before that when that puck crossed over the blue line. But either way, refs get the final say, and KU gets the puck back.
So with it is Nelson on the left side. He's going to skate it in, try to shot. That one's tipped up, and the rebound picked up by McKenzie. Sent all the way down. It'll be Mendez with it. Mendez coasting around. And a nice saucer play there, held in by Mendez. And Nelson will pick it up now. Nelson on the left side with speed. He's going to try to cut towards the net. Pressured off the puck. He wanted a call there. He's going to say something to the ref. And then we'll get right back into the play. Now, an offsides on the Patriots here with 2:52 left to go.
So with 2:52 to go in this third period, it looks like we got a timeout now by Dallas Baptist. Gotta be thinking, when are you gonna pull your goaltender here for that 6-on-5 man advantage? You see both coaches right now trying to draw up some plays right now. So dog barking in the background distracting me there, but no, both coaches drawing up some plays right now, trying to get anything going as Dallas Baptist. Yeah, I think it's just puck movement and just putting pucks in front of Mitch Miles right now, because they can't, even on clean looks right now, Dallas Baptist can't get anything past Mitch. So being able to cause some chaos in front of Mitch, maybe hope he doesn't gives up a couple rebounds or so. He has given up a couple rebounds, not many today, but Dallas Baptist hasn't been able to convert on those rebounds. So just hoping to throw pucks in on Mitch and see what happens is what Patriots should be looking to do right now. KU, on the other hand, just keep that puck in the Patriots zone. That's all you can do. Keep control of the puck. Don't let Theodore Nelson, don't let him leave his net at any cost. And Yeah, don't let them leave it at any cost. Just keep it in either their zone or just keep possession of the puck. And you should be good to go if you're the Jayhawks.
So the face-off won by the Patriots as they walk it in on the left side. Drop back over to Barrett. Cross ice over to Juarez. His wrister missing the net there. As it's in out of the zone, back to the tape of Juarez, who now has it over to Rose. Rose on the right side. 2:23 left to go as it's thrown in. As this is going to be Roberts. Backhanding it off the glass. As it goes all the way down to Barrett now. Barrett from behind his own net. Patiently waiting off the boards. Gets it to Beckett, who left it for Rose, and a nice play there by Duso. Interrupted that one as they got it over to Gerber. Gerber around the boards trying to find it over to Duso. But it's going to be Nelson picking it up now. Nelson across to Roberts. Roberts off the boards. Up over to Tyler Nelson. Nelson waiting, trying to find Gerber, but it was Canavan getting his stick on that pass. And it's in out of the zone. It's going to be Van Heerden. And the Patriots offsides. It's not going to get called. A shot up front and a save made by Miles with 1:25 left to go.
Yeah, John Canavan there for the Patriots. Probably just saved the game for them being able to get in that pass lane as here comes Sleetor Nelson and going to go empty net here for the Patriots for just next 1:25 seconds. Not a lot of time, but we've seen crazier things happen before in hockey.
So the face-off won by the Jayhawks. Medina's pressured off the puck, and it's just going to be Beckett with it. The one-time shot by the Patriots covered up there by Miles. So 1:08 left to go. Face-off won by the Patriots as Kansas wraps it around. It's going to be held in there by Brayton. The wraparound shot blocked up front. Canavan has it in the deep slot. And then it's going to be Medina. Sends it out, a bouncing puck into the empty net, and he scores. And that should be the exclamation point this afternoon, as Lance Medina makes it 4-1 Jayhawks.
Well, Gabe, it's great to start back-to-back games on the same day with the win. That's for sure. Of course, 42.5 seconds left, but I'm going to chalk this one up as a Jayhawks win right here in my record book for all intents and purposes. And great way to start off your Saturday morning or Friday morning into your Friday afternoon.
So in the corner, the Jayhawks have it. It's Breyer. Getting a stick on it there was Nelson. As it's over to Gerber to do so. Now Nelson has it. Nelson on the left side, trying to drop it back over to Duso. It's going to be a backhand pass over to Nessa. About 10 seconds left to go. Nessa's just walking it in. He's going to try a shot. Turned aside by Nelson. Shot up front by Nessa again. He's going to try to poke home the rebound. And that'll do it for game number 1 today. Kansas will head off with a 4-1 win and have a break for just a little under 9 hours until they play Colorado Springs later tonight. That game will start around 10:15. Again, I'm Gabe Daniel. Alongside me has been Ryan Cartman. We'll talk to you guys later tonight.